And welcome back to the Loss Prevention News Network. I'm Joe LaRocca here with co-MC Amber Bradley.
Hello, everyone.
So we are filming this segment at the National Retail Federation's Protect Conference just outside of Dallas, Texas. And steps away from us are thousands of retailers and service providers sharing information, new technology, techniques, and ways to address the rise of organized retail crime, shrink within the organization, challenges with the supply chain, cybersecurity, and a host of other issues plaguing the company. But even more important than that, ways that loss prevention professionals can help contribute to the bottom line to improve data visibility, efficiency within the company, and hopefully drive revenue. We'll be joined by a couple of people in just a couple of minutes. But we have a whole agenda today.
We do. It's value-packed here at LPNN's only digital fast break conference for the industry. I don't think I say it too much.
No, not at all.
So if you're keeping a tally, that's 31 for me. We're still tallying our movie quotes, or no?
No.
We're not doing that?
No.
I think it's because you just don't want to play. It's fun.
John was so good.
I know he was. I can't believe I didn't get a Few Good Men. What a rookie mistake.
Yeah, that was
ridiculous.
Yeah. You got Jack Nicklaus.
Son.
Nicholas,
Is it Nicholas?
son.
That's the golfer.
Nicholson.
That's right.
Nicholas
Who
is
cares?
the golfer.
It's got to be your bull.
Moving on.
That's 3 for me.
Moving on.
Because that would stop me, boy. You can get a good look at it.
Wait. I feel a lurker.
Yeah.
I feel a lurker.
Do we have a lurker?
A lurker.
All right. Oh, come on.
It's Bob Moraca.
No relation.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
That's right. We established that Bob and Joe are distant Italian cousins from back in the day.
That's right. LaRocca, Moraca.
Right.
Got to be a connection.
What's funny is they do have to answer that. We tried to clear it up in New York. Did we clear it up or no?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we
got there
Yeah.
because, I am related to Joe. No, I'm not related to Joe.
Which was it? You guys couldn't figure it
We'll
out.
talk about it at the beach.
Well, we'll figure it out in New York. So joining us right now is Bob Moraca, who's the Vice President of Loss Prevention with the National Retail Federation. Bob, thanks for coming right after your quick session with Gus. So today, Amber and I have been putting people on, the hot seat, but what did we change
So we
the name
had,
to?
so
Lightning
long time
round.
ago was hot seat, then it was hot table, because as New York, we had our table. So
Yes.
So now it's lightning round.
The lightning round.
Yes.
So I'm going to hand you the microphone, and you are going to be part of the lightning round.
Yes, you're part of the lightning round.
Am I grounded?
Yes.
Lightning?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So he's into this. I can appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 choices, and you have to give me your choice very quickly. Hence, lightning. Okay?
5 on LP history. You're so slow.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Seinfeld or Will and Grace?
Seinfeld.
Yanni or Laurel?
Yanni.
Jason Bourne or James Bond?
James Bond, old school.
Nice. A cruise or a plane?
A plane.
All day long. I hear ya. Sugar or Splenda?
Splenda.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Friends or 90210?
Oh, friends.
Facebook or LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
Instagram or Twitter?
Neither.
Nice. Bam. And that is how it's done with the lightning round.
Well, there you go.
had the most.
All right. Well, it's
In a row.
pleasure seeing you two again.
Yes.
Can we have the Yanni Laurel discussion
Let's
for
have
just a
that.
second?
It makes no sense.
Did you hear Yanni or
Yanni
Laurel?
for sure. I don't understand.
And you
it.
were Yanni?
I heard Yanni every time.
Every time.
You know?
What about you?
What did you hear?
Both.
Oh, come on,
both.
Joe. He has to steal the thunder every time.
I heard both.
I heard that. If you're an intellect, you heard Yanni.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
If you heard both, you're just totally confused.
Just kind of strange.
Then I'm a schizo or something. Seriously, I heard
So,
both.
was it all about
didn't
the
matter
sound
what
waves?
version of it. I was
It's the
hearing
sound
both.
waves, right?
I think that's what it
That
is.
has to be it. I think we should start some kind of viral situation going on. Maybe we should.
LP
Yeah.
or asset protection?
Yeah, oh, that's a good lightning one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, that's right. So what did you hear? Asset protection. LP.
I'm an LP.
He's an LP guy.
I'm an LP.
Yep. He's hardcore.
I
back
could
in the
go.
day.
I could go either way, but I hear LP.
There you go.
What about
good.
you?
I like the asset protection component.
Yeah.
Just because of protect, and
You have to be
market
true
it
to the
that way.
brand,
That's it.
right?
That's
NRF
right.
Protect.
That's right.
So you just came off a very serious cybersecurity subject.
we did.
And Joe and I have actually been talking about the NRSS all morning. And interesting that the survey says that, which is a whole nother talk show, that retailers have a cybersecurity plan. Most do. However, loss prevention folks aren't necessarily a part of it. So we were talking about the whole evolution of the industry and how then do we get loss prevention professionals to be part of that planning, because they'll be pulled in if there's a breach.
That's correct. Well, this is the first time we put some questions in the National Retail Security Survey, and to see what our answers would come up. And sure enough, it was about 60%. No, yeah, it was 60%, I'm sorry, who meet at least quarterly. So that was a good number to hear. I said, okay, so people are meeting with their IT counterparts and engaged. But 15% don't even know who they are, So that surprised me, because we're dealing with, LP executives who know the risk. I mean, the cyber risk is on top of us. It can mow you over if you're not prepared. So I would think we've got to do something to get those two organizations to mesh. Now, the NRF, we just brought on Christian Beckner as the IT security retail expert, and he's got his council, the information technology and the IT security group. And between now and the next 6 months, we're going to be doing something together to get that bond going where LP and IT can sit down. We don't have to know the technology. We don't have to know how to build firewalls, but we do have to know how to investigate and know the language, know a little bit about the technology so we can be smart. I mean, we've got the investigative skills. If you get a breach, you're going to be called in. You better know what your company has in place. You better know the names of the people. It's the old adage, you don't want to meet people for the first time at the scene of an incident. Right. So you shouldn't get blindsided. Surprises are for amateurs,
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's a tweetable.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we think we're going to make headway. LP execs want to know more. I don't know if it still scares them a little bit, Joe. I don't know. You both work around LP folks all the time. They want to know more, but how do you get that? You got to get in with your IT professionals and just understand.
We were talking about it earlier, and I lumped people into three categories. They're the folks that have embraced this and have become chief security officers, all hazard, chief information security officer, if you will. There's a middle group who are people who have been at the table from the beginning. They work with IT. They understand response protocols. They know they're the first line of contact if there's an actual incident. And then there's everyone else that is just figuring it out. And I think the NRSS brings to light how important what other organizations are doing and maybe some important ways for people to get involved.
And just, I will pitch it. Our next main stage event is Teresa Payton. She's the first female chief information officer at the White House under Bush, and she calls her, she's going to have a dialogue, a real down-to-earth dialogue about IT and LP. So it's going to be a great session we're going to see this afternoon from the main stage here at NRF Protect.
Yeah, I think it's one thing to talk about stats and scare everyone, right?
Sure.
Like it's going to happen. If it's not if, it's when and now and how. And you're like, okay, great. What about actionable things, which I think NRF has been at the forefront of figuring out, okay, we understand this is an issue, pretty big issue. You're quantifying the issue, defining it, and then moving forward with what actionable things loss prevention professionals can do to be a part of the conversation, for sure. And you guys should be applauded for those efforts, and then hiring an expert to help you in that and bring the industry together to figure it out.
Yep, e-commerce fraud is growing. It's just inevitable with the omni markets that are out there. It's just going to be there. So.
Yeah. Can I shift gears with you? Just one of the interesting facts that I was reading in the survey related to active shooters. Only 54% of the respondents said they have an active shooter program in their company, down 10% from 2016. That number seemed really low to me, given all of the school, shopping center, and store issues that we've seen over the last 12 months. What are your thoughts, and what are some of the directions there?
Yeah, I scratched my head because that's been at the format. Joe, you started it. You helped with DHS and helped build that program, and then I know I've enhanced it, and the terminology's changed, and a little bit of philosophy has changed on responses. I think maybe we've beat it so long, beat the drum for it so long, that it hasn't become as much as a topic. You know, if you'll notice, we don't really have an active shooter session this year because the content committee and the LP experts said, you know what, we've got our programs in place. So I don't know, I can't tell you why the survey came out with that. I think perhaps we've just I don't know if you can be over-prepared, if there is such a thing. They all have their programs. They're all doing their training. You know, and I think I'm not 100% sure. Retailers have not been targeted as of late, so perhaps sometimes you get a little complacent. I hate to say that, but you know, schools are the big thing right now. But it's still a very viable threat. The programs are out there. The guidelines are out there from NRF. I don't know a retailer that doesn't have a program.
Right.
So
That's why that number seems so low to me.
it's just an anomaly. I even looked at it as, did we word this wrong? You know, you always look for what happened here.
Well, good for you.
I don't know,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I know that it's omnipresent in every retailer's mind still. So
Yeah, for sure. So, well, thank you so much for
Terrific,
joining us.
Amber.
We
Good to
really
see you again.
appreciate it. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Loss Prevention News Network. We look forward to seeing you again soon, right? With Bob Moraca and Joe LaRocca. I'm Amber Bradley. Thanks for tuning in.